Rahim. This is a paper, June 2022, and variant 41, and paper 4 complete. We're going to do mechanics. Have a look here. This full mechanics depends upon two things. Number one, writing data, writing data, writing data, and sketch diagram, sketch before the start. So if you do these two things, I think mechanics is become easy. If you don't do two things okay, the mechanics become very, very hard for you. To see, inshallah, whole paper, I will do these two things. Okay, get ready now. The car start from rest. So look, I wrote U0. This is called writing data. And move a straight line, constant acceleration, and constant whenever constant acceleration is coming, constant. Okay, we can use equation of motions. V equal to U plus 80. S is equal to ut plus half 80 square, and 2as is equal to vs 2as equal to v square minus u square. So whenever constant acceleration word is there, it means acceleration is constant. Then you can use this equation. Otherwise you can't use. Okay. So distance is 200 meters. So I'm writing here s is equal to 200 meters. This is called writing data. And reaching speed is final speed. Final speed is 25. So I'm writing v equal to 25. And then first of all, this situation. Okay. And then after that, car then travel with the speed of, it means there are two situations. Okay, let me read full. The car then travels speed, his speed of 400. This speed, it means when car speed gain a speed of 25, then it means first it look like that is accelerating. This called accelerating, and gain a speed of what? 25, starting from rest. This is a velocity time graph. This is v. Okay. When a spinner gate is spun, okay, and time, how much time we don't know. Okay, because that is my question. And then it moves further with a constant speed he mentioned. And with this, look, read the question. The car then travel at this speed. What this speed means? This speed 25, and for 400 meters, it means come down. So this distance is 400 meters. This distance is a 400 meters. And this time again, I don't know. This is a time 2. Okay. And afterwards, before decelerating uniformly over the time, become rest. He said uniformly to rest over a time period of 5 seconds. It means this time is 5 seconds now, understood from here. This gap is 5 seconds. And then velocity is here 0. So this is a whole diagram, whole story. When we can make this time, we can make a diagram whenever constant speed acceleration is there, then we can make it. Okay, now this is a rough idea. I make it, which I will do later on. Okay, students, so let's try to solve it now. Question. So what is first question asking for? Time. Can I use such a formula? Which we have any formula which give directly time from here? No. If I use upper formula, I must need V, U, and A. But problem A is not there. Okay, then what? So if I use the middle one, but in this question, V is not involved there. So I can't use even that. The best idea, this third equation in which V, U, S all use first this data. So 2A S is equals to V square minus U square, 2 times to acceleration I am looking for, and S is given by him is 200 meters, and final velocity is 25 square U0. So A become what? 25. So the 25 whole square divided by 2 times to 200. And I believe up to here, the point is very, very clear. Now I'm typing in my calculator and check it. 25 square and divided by 400. And I'm getting what? Very clear time. Time is, acceleration. So acceleration, I'm getting accurate. I'm getting is 25 over 16. And in decimal, I'm getting what answer? 1.5625 meter per second square. Although this is not my target, this is semi-target. Actual target is something else, and that is time. So it means now I have acceleration, I can use the top equation now. So V is equal to U plus AT. V is 25, U is 0, acceleration. I just got 25 or 16, and time is unknown. So 25 into 16 by 25. Actually, I multiplied there and this divide under it. And it's 25 cancel out and T becomes 16 seconds. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This was my first question done. Anyway, this is done. Now he's asking sketch Gauss time graph, which I done already. So I just make it this is a rough diagram. I made it. Okay. Even you can make a rough diagram in your exam. Okay. Then what? Then what? Simply bring it down here and then you make it accurate here. Not accurate is sketch, because sketch word is better as sketch comes. It means this. Okay. What sketch means, students? So sketch means the rough. So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay. Here meter per second, velocity, here time in seconds. Okay. Now I'm starting it very easy. Okay. Alhamdulillah 25. So this is 25. Okay. And this, I take it such a number here. And wait a minute, please. Time I got 16 now. And make a one common sense here. What is this time? 5. And this time is 16. It is a common sense that this time is smaller, this time is bigger. So that you have diagram will make it according to that. So this 16, I take it. Okay. Okay. The 16 I got, so time 1 is becoming 16. So this is 16 actually. So time 16 seconds. I write 16 here. It means this timing is 16. All right. And then he moved for 5 seconds. But problem is that I must know this time. And for this time, I can work out what is working for it. So look at here. This distance, I know. Speed, I know. Okay. What does this area represent? Distance. So what is the rectangle formula? All of you know, length into width. Length and width. So I'm finding it now here. So length is time. This is a time. And this is a 25. So can I say area of is length time to width? Yes. Area is a 400. And length is unknown, and this is a 25. So 25, 425 divide, it giving you sharp 16. So if 25 goes under 400, this time is giving you 16. Repeat again my words, because look at here, this height is equal to 25, and this gap I don't know, and distance is 400 meters. It is a very, very clear. So I got 16 seconds. It means 16, again I make 16, see? 16 plus 16, 32. So this I should write 32. You know why this examiner will give marks? So this gap and this gap, you have to show almost same. And then if this is if for example, this is a 5, 10, see, there's a 5, 10, 15, and 16. So this much gap, you have to make it here. After this is, look at here, this 5 match or not match? This is, so this is 5. So this is a 5 gap here, which I'm writing for you. So 25 plus 32 plus 5 give you 37. So this 37 you have to show. And students, I hope so. That is why he's sketching. So if you will not show these things, you will not get marks. And look, exactly on top is meeting. And now, and I believe you got the point. That is why this distance, look, this is a more slant, this is a less slant. Slantness is very important. That is why you get 2 marks. So you have to do very carefully these things. I hope so. Up till here, this part is very clear. Now, last part. Last part, what he's asking for. I'm erasing this. You see, is we can do an exam with the pencil work. Okay, do the pencil work and erase that later on. And what is the average speed? What is the find the average speed of cars during the motion? So I have to find average speed. And what is average speed formula, students? Average speed formula is total distance by total time. Total distance by total time. Okay, now total distance. How much total distance? You know the first triangle distance, we know it. Where? 200. Okay. So no need to find it. So this 200, we know it. This triangle, rectangle area, we know it. Where? He mentioned 400 meters here. You know, this 400 mentioned. Even I use here 400. Okay. It means last triangle, this is left behind here. This area I'm looking for. It means that is why giving this marks for you. So I can say half into base into height, half into base. Base how much? 5 gap. And height is this much equal 25. So this is area of the last triangle and divided by what? Total time. And what is the total time? Is 37 seconds. And if you type in calculator, I'm getting 17.9 meter per second. So I hope so. The concept is very clear because 600 from here, okay, and this is a 125 by 2. So if you type in calculator short way, so get answer is 17.9. Now let's go for the question number 2. So this part is clear, and let's go talk about question number 2. Yes, student, question number 2, we have what here? Two particles P and Q. One particle P is mass 0.5. So look, I mentioned like this is for writing data. And Q is mass is this 0.3. So I'm writing like this. You can do same like an exam, okay? So rather than writing separate, okay, it save our time even. And string attached, the string is taut, okay? And P is vertically above Q. It means P is above, Q is below. All right. He mentions what here? A force of 10 newtons applied on P vertically upwards. All right. And further he mentioned what here? The mass of 0.5, you know, particle P is a 0.5 and mass is 0.5. What is the weight? Into 10 become 5 newtons. So this I show you, this is weight acting downwards. Look, I show this blue arrow. Okay, before I start this blue arrow, make sure whenever string is taut, even he mentioned, and there's a tension string, tension in the string is there. And make sure tension always towards each other. I mentioned before that whenever this tension will go this way and this tension will go this way. This tension acting on P and this tension acting on Q. If you remember, whenever pulley question like that, and I one string pass here, one string pass here. So two particles. So this is a weight and weight acting and tension towards pulley. You remember, if you remove the pulley from the middle, okay, and attach the string, so see, it will look like this, and tension are going to each other. See, tension are going to each other. So same story, tensions are going to each other. This is a basic criteria. Not even this kind of pulley question, students. If we have this kind of pulley question comes and string is like this, so tension towards pulley, this rule you know already. If you remove the pulley, so the string becomes straight. So this tension I'm making here and this tension I'm making here. So again, tensions are toward each other. So I believe you got a point very clear. What is our logic behind the scene? So it means these tensions are towards each other. Very important. Okay. If you don't make it this kind of diagram, these tensions, you cannot solve a question. So let's complete a question. What he's further, this mass is a 0.5 of the P particle. Where's weight hanging downwards? So weight downwards acting. So into 10 become 5 newtons. So look, 5 Newton weight, I'm showing you downwards. And what is the mass of this 0.3 into 10? So 3 weight acting downwards of the Q particles. So this is 3 newtons downwards acting. Okay. I made all forces, okay, and he did not talk about friction force in the whole scenario. Anyway, so now first of all, let's talk about P particle. P particle, how many forces acting on P particle? Let's count. So P particle forces acting are these 1, 2, 3. Don't count this force. Reason, this force is acting, these two forces acting on Q particle because this arrow is generating from this side and this arrow generating from P side. So these 3 forces are acting on P. So what is the net formula? Net force is equals to MA. Because system is going upwards, the motion is upward. All of you know it. So correct, according to criteria, where is more particles moving, that force always bigger. And I start from the bigger force. So let's start 10 minus 5 minus tension equals to MA. Repeat my words. This 10 comes from there, and this 5 come from there, and tension because below down negative, because both are downward, so minus minus signs. And mass of the P particle is 0.5, and A I don't know. I believe this much part is very, very clear, and I write it again. I got this 5, so I get it simply 5 minus tension equals to 0.5 A. I got equation number 1 done. The same approach, I will go for Q particle. And because Q is also going upwards, so naturally, and what is the two? How many force acting on Q, students? Two forces. This upwards, this downwards. So it means net force is equals to MA, and tension minus 3 equals to MA. Equation number 2 done. Now bring this force down, and I'm going to solve it. So let's see this equation. I will copy paste here. Okay, and I bring it down here, students, like this, equation number 1, and I'm going to solve it now. And have a look. And this is tension, tension automatically cancels, students. And I got out of 5, 3 gone, 2 left, and here 0.8. So 2 acceleration becomes 2 by 0.8. And finally, acceleration is becoming 2.5 meter per second square. And I believe you're understanding well. And this answer of acceleration, you plug in any one equation. I will plug in the top equation. So T tension minus 3, 0.3 times 2, 2.5. And this 3 will go and add 0.3 into 2.5 plus 3, because this 3 will go there. And finally, answer is coming with us 3.75. 3.75 newtons. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe the point is very, very clear. And let's go for next. Yes, student, next question we have here. A crate of mass is a 300 kilograms. So I mentioned mass here. And rest means its velocity is 0. Okay. And I think, oh, remains rest. It means that equilibrium, so acceleration confirms 0. And remain at rest means same story. Acceleration remains 0. Rough horizontal ground and coefficient of friction between the crate and the ground is given by him is 0.5. So mu value is, I'm writing on the top, is 0.5. This is called rating data. Very important. A force of X newtons acting on angle alpha to above the horizontal. Very interesting. Look, I show you. Sorry, throat issue. Okay. So this is a force acting here, and X is acting. You know what he's saying? Above X, above horizontal. Actually, this meaning, I just show you what is above horizontal means. This is a horizontal line, horizontal. And from here above X, this is called above. Alpha above the horizontal. This is meaning above. I hope you got idea. And mass of the particle is 300. So I can say is a weight is confirmed is a 3000. And naturally one force acting upwards is called normal reaction. Okay, and 100% friction will act backwards. It is a very, very clear approach, friction backwards. Now, interesting part, and he given us sine alpha. And when he given us sine alpha, so sine alpha is given by him is 0.28. I have two techniques, making a triangle technique and get the values, okay, and get the cos alpha. Second technique, I have other one. What is that? And that is a cos square alpha is equals to 1 minus sine square alpha. And if I remove it, if I remove this power 2 from here, so it become root. And I think so it is very clear, 1 minus 0.28 square. And I type in calculator, and answer is coming 0.1 minus 0.2 root is coming 0.96. So this is very clear. Okay, why we need it? Because whenever any force acting and with angle, so it has two components, one parallel acting to x-axis and one parallel to y-axis rule. And this is alpha we have. When alpha given here, so naturally this is cos and this is a sine component. So this is becoming x cos alpha. This become x sine alpha. I believe now you got a clear picture. Now, what is the basic criteria we use it now? Because system in equilibrium, how? Because acceleration is zero. So system is not going right and left. It means, can I say rightward forces equal leftward forces? Exactly. And can I say upward forces equal downward forces? Exactly. So these two forces I am writing now. This is called vertical forces. Vertical forces. So it means these two addition so R plus x sine alpha equal to 3000. So these two upwards, this is downwards. That's it. And before I start, you know, F is equals to mu R. And F is equals to mu R. Okay, this may be utilized later on. No problem. I do it later. Okay. Okay, from here, I need R logic because I will plug in this R here. So R, I'll make subject. So 300 goes, 3000 goes there, and X, this goes there. But same time, sine alpha value is what? 0.28. So I'm writing here 0.28 times 2x. This IR I got. Now I talk about horizontally. When talking about horizontally, I can apply that formula. Net force equals to MA. Even that formula also okay. And x equals 0. Our second option is also correct. Not wrong at all. Okay. And second technique, I can say that rightward force should equal leftward force. So I can say x cos alpha. Wait a minute. Yeah, only one force. Yeah, this x gone, no more x. So this is rightward. This is just rightward horizontal I wrote. So it means this and this balanced. So x cos alpha equals to friction. And x cos alpha value is 0.96. Friction value is mu r. Mu value is, I got it before the top, 0.5. And r value I'm getting from here. And 0.5, you can say half even. So no problem, make question easier. Okay, half, make fraction easier. And R value coming from here, 3000. So half goes inside, become this half is 15,000, 1500. And half of this is coming 0.14. And here 0.96x. So this will come on this end, 0.96x plus 0.14x equals to 1500. And if you add it, so so 0.14 plus 0.96, it is giving me what? 1.1. So if you divide 1500 by 1.1, it is giving us x, and that is 1363.63 onwards. But I need 3 SF, you know it what I'm saying. So it means x answer finally 1360 newtons. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe the concept is totally clear. And let's go for next question, number 4. Question number 4 is acting, mentioned here, 3 forces, equilibrium. Okay, equilibrium again, equilibrium means right side force equal left side forces. Okay, and make it bold so you can keep eye on it. So first of all, resolving forces. All of you know this force acting parallel to x-axis, and this is acting parallel to y-axis because alpha, so alpha I'm writing here. So this become F cos alpha and this become F sin alpha. Because make sure when alpha given, that angle given cos, angle not given sine. There's a rule. And when about talk about this, so one force acting this way, you can see, and one force acting this way. So this 40, so this angle is 40. And when angle given, so this becomes force is this angle 40. So 20 cos 40. And above is 20 sine 40. I think clear idea. Let's talk about this. This is a one parallel to x-axis, one parallel to y-axis. So this 20 given here. So what is the angle 20? What is the force 100? What is the formula? 100 cos 20. Where angle given, always cos component. Where angle not given, sine component. All right, done. I resolve all forces. Now I'm going to finish the question. So let's see how we can resolve these forces. Forces done, sorry, how to complete the question here. Okay. First of all, because my target is F and alpha, so I will talk about horizontal comparison. The rightward force equals to leftward forces. I will make one equation. So I think very clear. So F is just called horizontal components, horizontally. So F cos alpha equals to 20 cos 40 and plus 100 sine 20. I hope so this part is clear. Now let's talk about vertically. This to upward, this downwards. So this plus this equal to that. Okay. Vertically, okay. So I can say the top is F sine alpha plus this 20 sine 40 equals to this one, 100 cos 20. And this value will go there. So it become F sine alpha 100 cos 20 minus 20 sine 40. This equation one, this equation number two. And I know that tan, what is tan? Sine over cos. So two equation divided by first equation. So when I keep this up and this down, it will look like this. And right side, this will go up and this will go down. You can type in calculator in the beginning, even make it time saving. I'm just doing for accuracy actually. If you type, but I think I just one more thing. You can type in calculator and don't write 1 dp or 2 dp, write 3 or 4 dps. Same here, type 4 dps. Then you can save your time and more accurate answer. Force cancel out. I got a 10. And tan alpha is equals to, I just write all together this one. So let's see what answer is coming. So if you type this all together, I'm typing this coming all together. Yeah, 1.638. Okay, and now take tan inverse on the other side. It is giving me what? 58.6 degree. Okay, and let me check once again. Check tan inverse 1.6. Yeah, 58 point. So I add one more thing. This is 0.6, actually 0.5959. Okay, so alpha is 58.6 degree, no doubt about it. But when I will use this alpha value in any one equation here, I will not use the rounded one. I will use this one. So when I use this one answer, okay, so let's see what answers turn to be. I'm putting in 2. So F sine 58.5959. And this right side is same. Just a minute, please. I'll make it easy for you. Okay, which is coming 81.1135. This is called 4dp. And now this one is whole divided down. So answer is coming finally is accurate answer is 95 newtons. Okay, after rounding. I hope so. The point is very clear, and let's go for next question. So let's go for next question. In this question, the two racing cars, A and B, at rest. It means starting speed 0 and longest each point O. a straight horizontal test track, and mass A is 1200. So A mass, I just make it mark 1200 kilograms. Engine of A produces a constant driving force. This is applied force. Okay, when A arrives at B, speed is given. So speed is ending speed is 25. All right. And distance of is given. And work done against friction force is given here. So this is work done against friction force. So you can see students, uh, I have one technique and that is awfully I use. And what is that? I always apply the technique, magic formula, work done by applied force, work done by frictional force is equal to, because it is moving on a horizontal track. So have what is kinetic energy at an end spot and kinetic energy at a start spot. E for end, E for end, S for start. Okay, now what is work done by applied force? Formula is F time to distance. And this value is directly given by him. So I'm leaving as it is. But starting from rest, use zero. So only kinetic energy at an end spot left only. So work done, applied force is 4500. Okay, distance is unknown. And this is given 75,000 joules. And half into mass is given 1200. And speed is 25. You see, it is so easy to solve. Now, if I solve it simply, this is simplify. I directly, so 600 times 225, and I get answer 1, 5, and 000. And this value will go and add them. So 7, 5, and 000, and 4, 5, 00 distance. And finally, if I check it, so it means 1, 5, 000 plus 7, 5, 000 and divided by 4500. And I got, so 1 minute, please, let's again. 600 times 225 and okay, and divided by 4500 and okay, so wait a minute, mass is 120. Okay, and then 4500. So let me recheck. So 600 into 25. Oh, it's a mistake here. This 25 square. That is why it is not matching. Now it's okay. It means this 600 into 25 square. It is giving us 375,000 and plus 75,000 and divided by 4500. And you see, proved. So what he was asking for. Then he saying car B set off the same this. Okay, distance is same 100 meters and I got it before. Same instant at A, and two cars arrive at simultaneously with same speed. It means ending speed also same 25. He mentioned okay, and he said that engine produces a driving force. How much? So driving force is given by him is this, and constant friction force is given here 1 to 0. Okay, and find the mass. So again, same story. What I can say, work done by applied force, work done by, but wait a minute. I think so. We can distance is a same. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And power, he's saying what here? Uh, and car moves the same distance, same time they do. Okay. And okay. And if I apply this formula, let me see it works or not. Kinetic energy at the end spot. So half mv square. And this is, I think, so easy. We can find. So what is this one? Work done by friction force into distance. What is this? Work done by applied force. So this is applied force, sorry. This is applied force, and this is a friction force. And into half mv square. And applied force, it given by him is 3200. And distance is, as 100 meters, as he said. and friction force is 1200, and this is again 100 liters, and mass unknown, and velocity is 25 square. So let me type 3 to 00 and 00. One is 1200 and more 00. So I'm getting here 2 and 2 and 5 zeros. And here I this afterwards this 2 multiply up and 25 will come down. 25 square will give the mass. So into 2 divided 25 to power 2, and I got mass 640 kilograms of P mass. Now he said that steady speed. What steady speed means? Constant speed. Acceleration confirm zero. Find a steady speed when the B has a maintained when engine power same generated. Okay. What the maintain this engine is working the same rate. So it means and steady speed. What is the formula? We can use it now. And net force equals to MA. Applied force minus friction force equals to MA. Okay, students. And according to situation, because find steady speed. So our target is find out steady speed. So V is a question mark. But what is the power formula, students? F into V, you know it very well. So when I bring it this down, so force equals to power by V, and power by V and minus friction equal to MA for B particle. And mass is 640, acceleration is zero, so no need to write. And I think we can save our time. So friction goes there because this is zero. Okay, I'm saving my time, and I'm writing here zero. Friction goes there and P by V. So I change the places. V goes there up and F comes down. So V equal to power by friction force. Now power is only issue. What is the power? Power formula, we know the power is uh, power formula because driving force given. Um, wait a minute. Power formula is we have it. Yeah. So that this what is applied force means 32 are given. Okay. And what is speed? Okay. So this use formula, and I can find easily from here because I use this formula. So power equal to force into velocity. Force is 3200 and speed is 25. So power I have it. So when I plug in this power here, students, so velocity is 3200 into 25. It is coming up here. And friction force, what? 1200. So friction force is 1200. And answer is coming with us. Let me check. 3 to double zero into 25 divided by 1 to double zero. It is coming 66.7. 66, wait a minute. 66.7 meter per second. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. And let's talk about next question, students. In next question, what we have, number 6. Question number 6. So part number first, he is asking us to verify, to verify. Okay, so let's see how we can verify. Particles start from rest. It means starts from O, not rest. Start from O means when time is zero, 100% it distance is confirmed zero. Okay, velocity I can't say. And he said velocity. If you say rest word, I can say that velocity is zero. Okay, velocity given by him. Verify the particle returns to O. Whenever return comes to O come, we always plug in displacement equal to zero. So S equal to zero. Okay, but problem, do have a displacement expression? No, not at all. So first job number one, I will go for displacement. I will go for integration. So let's go for displacement. K integration, I will going to do 3 t to power 2 and minus 2 t to power 3 and dt. So what is basic criteria? Increase a power by 1. In the bracket, I got a 3 already, power 3 by 3, power increase, so 4 by 4, and plus c is also there. And these 3 cancel and these 2 cancel, become 2. So s becomes k times 2 in the bracket t cube minus t4 by 2. This is done. Now we know that put time 0, put time 0 and s0, as I said on the top. See? Okay. So this data I can put it 0 in 0 minus 0 and plus c becomes 0. And this C I plug in back here, I got displacement equals to K times 2. Okay, K times 2 T cube minus T4 over 2. Done. But he said that verify that when time is 2, I will get displacement 0. So let's say put time 2 now. I must get 0. Now let's see when 2 to power 2 to power when 2 to power I'm putting here 0. 2 to power sorry 2 to t to power when time is 2, not 0. Time is 2. Sorry, time is 2. So 2 to power 3 minus 2 to power 4 over 2. And ultimately, you can see that is becoming 0. So prove that. So particle, what he was asking that it returns, so part P returns to O stand for observer and time is equal to 2 prove. So Alhamdulillah, clear. Now part number next is asking, it is given that acceleration is given this, so and acceleration equal to negative 13.5 and the positive time when velocity is 0, velocity is 0 given. So, so first of all, this expression I'm copying here. So job number 1, first of all, K value. So I have velocity, and what is velocity expression? So K times 2, 3 to power 2 minus 2 t to power 3. So we all know it very well, student. When I'm from velocity, I know I need acceleration. Okay, students. So what I need acceleration, so I always go differentiation. So differentiate, I got acceleration. 2 comes down and power 1 less. 2 3s are 6 and power 1 less. So 6 power 2. Afterwards, what I will plug in, put acceleration equal to negative 13.5 and time equals to, not time. Oh, time I don't have it. There's another trouble. So it means I will plug in here, I will plug in velocity 0 in the expression to get time. So when I press velocity 0 there, let's see what answer comes. I can take K goes there under the got a 0, I get this. And T square common, I got 3 minus 2T. So T square 0, one option, or 3 minus 2T equal to 0, second option. T0 and T becomes what? 3 by 2. Now I got time, so it means I will put it time 3. So this 3 by 2 comes from here. I hope so. Now you got a clear picture. What is the logic behind it? So acceleration negative 13.5 in K as it is, 6 times to 3 by 2 and 6 times to 3 by 2 to power 2. So I hope so clear. And when I will simplify, and this will go on the right hand side. So this is okay. 1 minute, please. So this, when I type in calculator, students, so this is coming what? This is coming, it is coming negative 4.5. And when it goes down, so it goes down and the rate, so Alhamdulillah, minus 1 is 10 plus. So I got K, so K is equal to 3. So Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, K is done. So find total distance traveled, but one thing is very clear in sense, first the car is going, when like this is observer, so particle is going away and then it stops here, velocity 0. Then it turns back to observer. So it is a very clear sense. And this time is becoming, because this time, total time is 2 seconds to turn back. How I know? Here I proved time 2 when it returns to O. It means, but problem is that I want to know where, okay, this also know that when particle stops when time is 3 by 2. So common sense, it means while going away 3 by 2. Total is 2. Out of 2, this it means while going away, it will take 1.5 time, 1.5 time, 1.5 seconds. And coming back, it will take 0.5 seconds. How I know? Because the very clear sense, add them equal to 2 and he said 2 seconds. So I think clear. So, you know, students, when I integrate the velocity expression, when I know the velocity expression, so where is the velocity expression? This one. And 3 value will go there. So velocity expression we have here, 3 times to 3 t to power 2 minus 2 t to power 3. So velocity expression become 9 t to power 2 and 6 t to power 3. If I distance, when our distance finding while going away only, away. So 0 to 1.5 and 9 t to power 2 minus 6 t to power 3 dt. So when I integrate, increase the power by 1, 3 and divide by same, increase the power by 1, divide by same. So this is a done and limit is 0 to 1.5. And when I plug in, I have already actually, but anyway, let me check 9. Yeah, exactly. So yes, 3 and it is correct. When I plug in 1.5 in the place, I will get what? I'm typing in calculator and 0 at 81 by 32. So distance going away is 81 point distance going away 81 by 32 and coming backward also same. So total distance which I got it, total distance 81 by 32 into 2. And final answer, if you type in calculator, so I'm checking 5.06 meters. So I hope so this part is very clear and let's go for the next question. The next question is 7 number. Two particles he mentioned here, A and B, and mass given here, this A mass and this B mass. So mentioned like this, moving down the slope and smooth, so means friction is equals to 0. Okay, so angle is given 30 to the horizontal. Right, A is a higher, okay, than B. And colliding speed, before where the particle speed of A is 3 and B is 2. Okay, and in the collision, after collision, this A reduces to 2.5. So if I show you this condition you have, this is before collision, is after collision. Before collision, the idea is this, okay, okay. And A particle, B particle, A particle, B particle. A particle mass is a 0.4, 0.2, 0.4, 0.2 kg. And speed is traveling this way is what 3. Traveling this space speed is what 2. And A speed is after a collision, it turns to be 2.5. And I need to find this speed. So this is my target. Okay. So what is the formula? M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equals to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. So mass 1 is 0.4, U1 is 3, mass 2 is 2.0.2 into 2, and mass 1, you know it very well, 0.4, speed is 2.5 of A particle, and mass 0.2, speed I don't know. So just matter of typing 0.4 into 3 plus 0.2 into 2, so it is turned 1.6. And what is right hand side? 0.4 into 2.5, it becomes 1. So it becomes 0.6 and 0.6 divided by 0.2. I get what here? So 3 meter per second. So I hope so. Yeah. So first part is very clear, and I'm getting answer. So 3 meter per second. So B particle done. So this is over. Let's go for the next part. After collision, B has a move 1.6 meter down the plane. Okay. So read and write. Read and write. Okay. This is okay. After collision, this is a collision. This is a collision here. Okay. And he's saying what here? It traveled 1.5, 1.6 meter down distance downwards. Okay, 1.6 meter downwards. And he mentioned there's a barrier. Okay, barrier is here, barrier. Okay, and B hits a barrier 0.4 second total time. So distance S is this, and time is takes 0.4 seconds. Okay, and speed reduced 90% after. Okay, here loss of 90%. Okay, so 90% reduced to. And collision, it's again while coming, it means it will hit the B particle will hit the ground here barrier, and then it will go up. And when it goes up, okay, students. So when it goes up and it takes how much time is 0.4, total 0.44. So this time is subtract 0.4, it turns 0.04 again after collision. So after their collision, previous collision, two particles collide again. It means A and B will hit again here. So second time hit, again collision comes. All right, time is very clear mentioned. So, and they will act as a coalesce. Okay, it means together they will move. Okay. So show that B immediately hit the barrier. What is I need to find 0.5. So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What speed at B is this? It will be as a U. So U of I'm writing title here for B. U is 3 and S is 1.6 and time it will take 0.4. And problem acceleration we don't have. Okay, and I need to find out just before hitting speed is what. So I think so wait a minute. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, here important part is here when it's traveling downwards. So traveling downwards, I need to find acceleration when a particle is traveling downwards, students. So it is a weight downward mg sine theta and friction backwards, but friction is not there and this theta is 30. So according to criteria, net force equals to MA. So mass mg sine theta equal to MA. And it mentioned, look, mass cancel out. Mass cancel out, gravity 10 and sine theta sine 30. Sine 30 is given and acceleration. So sine 30 is half of 10 is 5. You can see that it means this. So 5 is acceleration, meter per second square. It means that mass cancel, it means mass is smaller or mass is bigger, A or B. So acceleration remains same, downwards coming. So make sure this one. So I have a data available. I'm looking for a speed just before hitting the barrier. So let's start. 2as is equals to v squared minus u squared. A is 5 and S is 1.6 and last speed of the question U is 3 square. So I'm finding 10 into 16, 16 plus 3, 9. So 5 is so V becomes 5. So proved. It means he was asking that wait a minute, just a minute. This is a velocity of B he's asking for. No, this is a velocity of B. I got it. 5 just before hitting. But he said no. He said before, after hitting that loss. What is the after hitting barrier? So this I need to prove. It's not a proof actually proving that one. So let's start. So this I will take a percentage and velocity speed here. Okay. So this speed I will take as a full, and I want to find 10% is what? Why 10%? Reason 90% reduce. So what is next? So it means 5. So V times 200 equals to 5 times to 10. This 100 will go down and alhamdulillah rabbil alameen meter per second just velocity. It means while returning its speed is this. So I think the point is very clear. Now students, this is point is very clear. Now we have to talk about last part and spider speed of the combined particle. Now this interesting part because they will hit again, but we know it, students. Let's B is very clear. Let's talk about B. So for B particle after barrier hitting, after hitting barrier, okay, barrier. Okay. So what is the situation? U becomes 0.5. Okay. This will behave as 0.5. And you, for your knowledge, acceleration will be not 5 here, which I got it before 5. It become minus 5. You ask why minus 5, sir? Because while coming down, it is accelerating, and while going up, it is decelerating. So only it remains same, acceleration remains same, only direction changes. And I want to find out how much time will take it. 0.0 times 0.04. So times 0.04. And I want to find the final velocity. So V equal to U plus 80. And V is my target. U is 0.5. Acceleration is -5 and time is 0.04. So let's see So 0.5 minus 5 times 2.0.04, 4. And my answer is coming 0.3. So velocity B particle is 0.3 meter per second just before hitting. You can say that just before a second hit with A, second hit with A particle. So this is clear. Now let's talk about A particle. A is traveling from top, and that time its speed was 2.5. So 2.5, it was traveling downwards, 2.5. So U is 2.5, and I want to know what speed it will hit the other particle. So it will take how much time? It will take 0.44 seconds. Okay, and acceleration, it remains same. I said before, mass with no effect comes here. So let's go for the V equal to U plus AT. Okay, and when I found it, so V is question mark, U is 2.5, acceleration is 5, and time 0.44. And I type in calculators, a particle of A velocity is 4.7 meter per second. Just before second hit with B is also clear. Now I talk about the situation. I think now is clear. So this is a situation just before hitting is this, and after hitting they will behave together. This is B, this is A, this is A, this is B. Observer's eye is, let's say, here. Okay. So before, this is a before and this is after. Okay. Before A is going this way, B is going this way, and after they are both are traveling this way. Okay, so let's see. We will not show this what is situation after, maybe they're both together same anyway, but A speed is just before hitting is 4.7 and B is 0.3. I think this is a heavier, so it means the arrow is reverse, so it means they will move together downwards because this is a bigger. So, and mass, you know it very well. Mass, let me check again. Mass 0.4, 0.2, 0.4, 0.2, 0.4, 0.2. So let's start. M1 U1 plus M2 U2 equals to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. Just before hitting this data come from here. So M1 is 0.4 for A particle and speed is 4.7. Okay. Just I'm going to plug in the values. Okay. And plus, what is M2? B mass 0.2. So 0.2 times 2 speed is 0.3, and but negative 0.3. Why? You know it very well. And speed is same, so I will take common out, mass 1 plus mass 2. Mass 1 is 0.4, mass 2 is 0.2, and B together. And with this whole will divide under it. So I'm typing in calculator. So what is left side typing? If I type left side, it is becoming 1.82. This is becoming 0.6, and final answer is coming 1.82 divided by 6, 0.6, so 3.03 meter per second. And I believe that concept is very clear. This is a little bit hard concept, but I hope so. You got the whole story. Okay, it is the best way, split in step by step. Is the only way to get the answer. I hope so. The paper is completely clear. So best of luck for the exam and pray for me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.